Hi YouTube, just in a follow-up to the video I just did on wind-ups there. I mentioned the new combos you can do with them that people have found out since the whole hand loop has been abolished. It seemed that once the easy play was stopped that anyone could do, people found more complicated plays. A lot of people have been asking us like how exactly you do them because they've heard about them. They don't know how to do them. I'm going to go through a few of them. This one is the one with Zenmeister and Foot and Papal Operative with Giga Brilliant. I'll do another video in a minute on some of the other ones with like Tour Guide and things. Essentially for this all you kind of need is Magician and Shark, as always. It's a very good combo. Just so happens my hand's particularly busted with this one anyway, that I could OTK them with this, but I'm not going to use this. You don't even need Factory, so I'm not going to use that either. Heavy Storm, obviously it helps if they've got no back rows. This is kind of all based on them not having any hand traps as well. The more hand traps they have, the harder it is for you to do your combos. That's why people play hand traps. I'll play this just for the fun of it though. So you summon your wind-up magician, trigger the shark that's in your hand, activate this card's effect, search your deck for another magician. If at this point you're playing Factory, you can activate Factory and add a rabbit to your hand. You don't want to add a shark because you need all them in your deck, and you don't want to add any of the rats or magicians or hunters because you want them in your deck. So rabbit's by far the best one to go for. Once you've summoned this and resolved this, activate the shark's effect. You want to lower it to level 3. Once it's at level 3, you activate the magician you just had. You get yourself another shark from your deck. Comes out in defense mode because that's what magician does. After you've got that one out, you make this one level 3, and then you overlay the 2 level 3 sharks to bring out your carrier. Activate the carrier's effect. You want to search your deck. What shall we now? For your third magician. It's kind of only, you need 3 magicians to do this one, that's why I've played 3. Apart from being able to go into Shockmaster more easily, so you have to go into Shockmaster here now, call traps or spells or monster effects, and your opponent can't activate those until the end of the next turn, so this guy should be safe. But it lets you do more combos like this. So this one hasn't been used, this has been used, you've got these 2. You want to overlay these 2 cards to bring out your wind-up Zenmeister. Forgive me if it's French, but that's the only one I've got. Activate its effect. You don't know what Zenmeister does, it was in a tin a while ago. The only deck it saw playing before this was Rabbit, when you needed a card if they decided to Goza match against you, because this is Earth, and it used to go Rabbit, Sabersaurus, this. But this essentially lets you put one of your monsters face down. It gets 300 attack for every material under it, so it starts off with 2/5, so it's pretty beasty. Then it goes down. So you detach one, you're going to target your carrier, goes face down. Putting a wind-up monster after its activated effect face down resets its effect. That's quite important, that's how this works. Also because this is a wind-up, your magician activates, so you get an effect off this on this. So we'll activate that card's effect. The reason you don't add the shark to your hand off the Factory if you open the Factory with any of these players is because you need it now. You need it on the field to be able to special summon it. You leave this at level 4, and this is level 4. Overlay the 2 of them. You make Foot and Papal Operative. The card's far too good just to be rare, but if it was anything else it'd be so expensive. Again, you used to see mainly get played in Rabbit, you never really needed to play it in Wind-Up before, because it got rid of Reaper. Not many people know you can actually use this on your own cards though, not just your opponents. And what it does, it targets one defense position monster on the field, changes it to face-up attack position, and then that card loses 600 attack, which is fine in this case. So you've got this on the field, that's your field as it is now. Activate Papal Operative's effect, it's attaching this. You want to flip your carrier back up. Carrier going face down and back up means its effects reset. You can now activate this again from your deck. As always, special summon your rat. From there, it's quite easy. Rat for defense. Get back a shark. Make the shark level 3. Overlay. You want to end with Giga Brilliant. If you don't know what Giga Brilliant does, you should, because it's so very good. A lot of people didn't like this when it came out. I thought it was the most busted thing I'd seen in that set. You detach a material. Every card you control gains 300 attack. It stays at a 300 attack boost as well. Then next turn you can do it again. So potentially you can give everything a 600 attack boost. You activate this effect now. Pumps everything up by 300. This card is now on 2-4. This card lost 300 attack before, but then gained, lost 600 before, but then gained 300, so it's only lost 300, so it's on 1200. This card's gone back up to 2-5, this card's now on 2-1. If you're very good at maths, or if you're not, you've got a calculator, that's 8,200. So that's how you can do 8,200 damage with just Magician Shot. That is an OTK, providing obviously they've got no back rows to stop you, they've got no hand traps to stop you, and they haven't got goals to fade or a drag or anything like that. Hope that makes it a bit more sense for you doing these combos. I'm going to do another video with some of the other combos of wind-ups. If you need any other help about other deck combos, like say you want to know the best way to play a rabbit now, feel free to just send us a message or comment on the channel, and we'll do that as well. Thanks very much.